Have you ever met someone who just feels like solid ground? Someone whose presence is so steady and calming, they're like an anchor in a storm. Chances are, you might have a Taurus in your life. Or maybe, you're the Taurus, and you've always felt a little different, a little more rooted than the people around you. The second sign of the zodiac, Taurus, is represented by the bull, and if you know anything about bulls, you know they are powerful, determined, and not easily swayed. But there's so much more to this earth sign than meets the eye. Taurus season, from about April 20th to May 20th, arrives when spring is in full bloom. Think about it, the world is bursting with life. Senses are awakened by the smell of rain-soaked earth and fresh flowers, and there's a feeling of abundance in the air. This is the very essence of Taurus. They are deeply connected to the physical world, ruled by Venus, the planet of love, beauty, and pleasure. But this isn't the fleeting, fiery passion of Aries that comes before it. This is a deep, abiding love for the good things in life. A comfortable home, a delicious meal, a beautiful piece of art, the feeling of soft fabric against your skin. So, let's pull back the curtain and explore the 10 core personality traits that truly define this fascinating and often misunderstood zodiac sign. Whether you are a Taurus, love a Taurus, or are just curious about the stars, you're about to understand what makes this bull tick. First up, and perhaps the most defining trait of all, is their unwavering reliability. A Taurus is the friend you call at 3 a.m. when your car breaks down. They won't just say, "Oh, that's terrible." They'll get dressed, get in their car, and come find you, probably with a flask of hot coffee and a blanket. Their word is their bond. When they make a promise, they carve it in stone. This isn't about people pleasing, it's a fundamental part of their internal code. Their dependability stems from their deep-seated need for security and stability. They create a stable world for themselves, and by extension, for the people they care about. Think of them as the foundation of a house. You might not always notice the foundation, but it's the reason everything else stands strong. This makes them incredible partners, friends, and employees. You can count on them to see a project through to the end, to show up when they say they will, and to provide a consistent, steady presence in a world that often feels chaotic. Their reliability is their superpower. Now, let's talk about the other side of that steady coin, their legendary stubbornness. Yes, the bull can dig its heels in like no other sign. Trying to change a Taurus's mind once it's made up can feel like trying to push a mountain. It's not happening. But where does this infamous stubbornness come from? It's not just about being difficult for the sake of it. It's deeply linked to their practical and methodical nature. A Taurus doesn't arrive at a decision lightly. They have thought about it from every conceivable angle. They've weighed the pros and cons, considered all the practical implications, and have chosen the path that they believe is the most sensible and secure. So when you come along trying to change their plan, you're not just challenging an opinion, you're challenging their entire well-thought-out process. They see their chosen path as the safest and most logical route. Why would they abandon it for something untested? This trait can be frustrating, for sure. But it's also a form of self-preservation. Their stubbornness is often just a fierce commitment to their own values and the stability they've worked so hard to build. They trust their own judgment because, time and time again, it has proven to be sound. The third trait on our list is their deep appreciation for the finer things in life. Ruled by Venus, the planet of beauty and pleasure, Taurians are the ultimate sensualists of the zodiac. They experience the world through their 5 senses in a very profound way. This isn't just about lavish spending or materialism, though they do enjoy comfort and quality. It's about the feeling of things. A Taurus will notice the texture of a cashmere sweater, the rich aroma of freshly brewed coffee, the complex flavors in a gourmet meal, the soothing melody of a favorite song, or the stunning beauty of a sunset. They are connoisseurs of comfort. Their ideal evening isn't necessarily a wild party, but rather a cozy night in with a plush blanket, a fantastic movie, delicious food, and the company of someone they love. They find immense joy and security in creating a world that is physically pleasing and comfortable. Their home is their sanctuary, and they will pour time, energy, and resources into making it a beautiful and welcoming space. This connection to the physical world keeps them grounded and helps them feel secure. For a Taurus, beauty isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Following closely behind their love of comfort is their incredible practicality. Taurus is an earth sign, and that grounding energy infuses everything they do. They are the realists of the zodiac. While other signs might be off chasing abstract ideas and fantastical dreams, a Taurus has their feet planted firmly on the ground. They need things to make sense in the real world. They are concerned with what works, what is tangible, and what will produce a concrete result. Ask a Taurus for advice, and you won't get vague philosophical musings. You'll get a step-by-step plan with a budget and a timeline. This practicality makes them fantastic with money and resources. They understand the value of a dollar because they understand the hard work it takes to earn it. They are methodical planners and savers, always thinking about the future and building a secure nest egg. They won't gamble on risky, get-rich-quick schemes. They prefer the slow, steady, and guaranteed path to success. This practical mindset means they are masters of the material world, able to build and maintain a life of stability and comfort through careful, deliberate action. Fifth, we have their immense patience. In our fast-paced world of instant gratification, the patience of a Taurus is truly something to behold. They understand that good things take time. Whether it's a career, a relationship, or a garden, they are willing to plant the seeds, nurture them carefully, and wait for them to grow. They don't get flustered by delays or setbacks. They simply see them as part of the process. This is the person who will painstakingly work on a project for months, or even years, perfecting every detail until it's just right. They have an internal clock that runs on a different, more natural rhythm. They know that rushing things often leads to mistakes and a shoddy outcome, which goes against their desire for quality and security. Their patience allows them to succeed where others might give up. They can outlast the competition, weather any storm, and slowly but surely, build the life they desire. However, don't mistake their patience for weakness. Remember the bull. It can graze peacefully for a very long time, but if you push it too far, well, you'll see a different side. Which leads us perfectly into our sixth trait: they are incredibly protective and loyal. Once a Taurus lets you into their inner circle, they are your champion for life. Their loyalty is absolute and unconditional. They will defend their loved ones with a ferocity that can be genuinely startling to witness. Think of a mother bear protecting her cubs. That is the energy a Taurus brings to their relationships. They offer a haven of safety and stability. If you are their friend, partner, or family member, you can rest assured that they will always have your back. They take their relationships very seriously because connection is a cornerstone of the secure world they build. Breaking a Taurus's trust is one of the worst things you can do. It's a deep wound, and because of their patient and methodical nature, they won't forget it easily. But for those who earn their loyalty, the reward is a bond that is as strong and enduring as the earth itself. Next, let's explore their hardworking nature. No one is afraid of a little, or a lot of, hard work quite like a Taurus. They have an incredible work ethic and an abundance of stamina. They understand the simple equation: hard work leads to security and comfort. And since security and comfort are their primary motivators, they are willing to put in the hours and the effort to achieve them. They are the reliable employees who show up early, stay late, and make sure the job gets done right. They don't cut corners. Their approach is methodical and persistent. They will tackle a task, no matter how daunting, and work at it steadily until it's complete. They find a deep sense of satisfaction in a job well done and in the tangible rewards that come from their labor. While they love to relax and indulge, they know that true relaxation is only possible after the work is finished. This combination of patience and diligence makes them unstoppable when they set their minds to a goal. They will simply outwork everyone else. Eighth on our list is their strong connection to nature. As a quintessential earth sign, Taurians often feel an innate pull towards the natural world. Being outdoors, surrounded by trees, mountains, or water, can be incredibly restorative for them. It recharges their batteries and reconnects them to their core essence. Many Taurians are avid gardeners, hikers, or simply enjoy spending time in a park. There's something about the stability and timelessness of nature that resonates with their soul. It's real, it's tangible, and it operates on a steady, predictable rhythm, just like them. The act of planting a seed and watching it grow into something that provides beauty or sustenance is a perfect metaphor for the Taurian approach to life. In a world filled with digital noise and abstract chaos, nature provides the grounding and sensory input that a Taurus craves. If you know a Taurus who seems stressed or overwhelmed, suggest a long walk in the woods. It's often the best medicine. Ninth, we must acknowledge their possessive streak. This is another shadow side to their loyal and security-oriented nature. Because they value their relationships and their possessions so deeply, they can sometimes struggle with jealousy and possessiveness. Remember, they build their world carefully, piece by piece. Their partner, their home, their favorite possessions, these are all integral parts of the stable foundation they've created. The threat of losing any of these things can trigger a deep-seated fear of instability. This can manifest as needing to know where their partner is, or becoming territorial over their belongings. It's not usually born from a place of malice, but rather from a profound fear of loss. For a Taurus, what's mine is mine, and that applies to people as much as it does to objects. Learning to trust and let go can be a lifelong lesson for them. They need reassurance and consistent demonstrations of loyalty to feel secure in their relationships and quell these possessive instincts. Finally, the 10th trait is their love of routine and tradition. A Taurus finds immense comfort in the familiar. They thrive on routine. Knowing what to expect gives them a sense of control and stability in a world that can often feel unpredictable. They are the ones who have their favorite coffee shop, their specific seat on the couch, and a weekly schedule that rarely changes. This isn't because they are boring, it's because routine frees up their mental energy. By automating the mundane parts of life, they can focus their considerable energy on their work, their creative pursuits, and their loved ones. They are also great lovers of tradition. Family rituals, holiday celebrations, and annual gatherings are incredibly important to them. These traditions are like anchors in time, connecting them to their past and providing a predictable rhythm to the year. They are the keepers of family history, the ones who make sure Grandpa's famous chili recipe is passed down through the generations. This love of tradition reinforces their need for security and belonging, weaving a tapestry of memories that strengthens their sense of identity and connection. So there you have it. The reliable, stubborn, sensual, practical, patient, loyal, hardworking, nature-loving, sometimes possessive, and tradition-cherishing Taurus. They are the bedrock of the Zodiac. They teach us the value of slowing down, of appreciating the simple, tangible pleasures of life. They show us the power of persistence and the quiet strength of loyalty. Living with a Taurus means living with a force of nature, calm and peaceful most of the time, but with an unshakable strength that you can always count on. They are the builders, the growers, the steadfast protectors who create a world of comfort and security not just for themselves, but for everyone lucky enough to be in their orbit.